Welcome to Box Wine Therapy, where the wine is cheap and the therapy's priceless. We're two best friends, a couple of moms, and professional oversharers here to spill the wine and real life. I'm Kayla. I'm Hannah. Now let's get it started.
Welcome to Boxed Wine Therapy, everybody. Today we have a special guest. We're going to talk all things bachelorette and bachelorette parties. Her name is Hollie. She is the founder of Batch Me, which is a luxury party planning and doing business, I guess you'd say. Welcome, Hollie.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited.
So my first question before we get into like so many of them is how are you able to do so many cities?
I have a really great team that's able to help me both, like my support system and my family and my lovely boyfriend who helps me keep me sane. And then as far as like the actual doing, I have a lot of amazing women that work for me on the ground in each city who are extremely creative people that allow us to bring these to life.
Cool.
That's smart to outsource it like that, Because, like, how do you be in all these places
Right.
at once?
I was like, you either have a ton of flight miles and spend way too much on credit cards, so you get those free miles, or you are a flight attendant on the side and you're able to go to all these places and setups.
How
I
did you
would
get started?
love to go to all these places. Unfortunately, it is not feasible for me to be in like 8 different cities on the same
No.
day, but all
You're
of
not
these-
Santa Claus.
I unfortunately am not. No.
How did you get started with it all? Was it like you had your own bachelorette party?
Are you married?
I am not married.
Yeah, you said boyfriend. Duh. Sorry.
I'm not married yet. When I do, I'm sure to be sure to post my bachelorette all over Instagram for everybody to see it. But I was actually my sister's maid of honor. And so she was very indecisive on where she wanted to do her bachelorette, if she wanted to go extreme, let's take a group trip somewhere and like do all of that, or if she just kind of wanted to do more staycation. So we ended up planning 7 different bachelorettes in 7 different cities.
Wait,
7
all for
different.
her?
Yes, just because she kept switching her mind. So I'd be like,
I thought you meant that you had all of those, but you
no,
like
no,
you
no. We
planned
did
on
not
it.
attend all 7.
I know
Oh
that's
my
what I was
God.
thinking. I was like, oh my Lord. Okay. I want to party with you guys.
No, so we planned, like, she got engaged. She had been saying she wanted to go to Nashville for a while. So I was like, here's like a great Nashville trip that we could do. And then she's like, I don't know if I want to go to Nashville. Maybe let's try like this city. And we did that for 7 different cities, like everything from these are the dinner spots we'll go to, these are the Airbnbs we're looking at staying in. So I was like, if I can do this for her 7 different times, then I can
kidding.
do this for other people. So
And you clearly have a lot of patience because if that was Kayla to me, I'd be like, pick one. We're done. I planned 2.
Yeah, I'd be like, on the second one, you don't get another choice.
No, we're doing what we're doing, and that's that.
luckily, I have 2 sisters. So one of them, I was like, I think I'm going to lose my mind if I do this again. And she was like, you got this. You're fine. She's a counselor. She's like, we're going to work through this emotionally. And then my other sister's like, oh my God, we did it again. There's another one. Maybe this city. Let's try again. So
My God.
Did you say she's a counselor or was she just acting like one?
no, she is. So she's one of them's a school counselor. So she's sitting there like having therapy sessions on the
You
side.
can do this. You are stronger than you think you are.
Exactly. And then my other sister's like, oh my God, you guys are the best. And I was like, I'm going to cry in a corner for a little bit.
That's so funny. What's your dream bachelorette like for you? And are you planning your own or are you gonna put your sister through 7 bachelorette party plans?
As much as I'd love to put my sister through 7, I just don't have the heart to do that to her. I'm kind of conflicted on what I would want to do for my own bachelorette. A part of me is like, I want to get married in Europe. So maybe I'll just have like my whole family who's never been to Europe. Like, we'll all go to like a Greek island and just like spend a few days there and just like be like me, my mom, my dad, and my 2 sisters. Cause like we haven't done that in a really long time.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, let's go to Scottsdale and let's put up like 75 balloon arches and do a every night. So I'm kind of in the middle there. But you guys will definitely be the first to know. I'll text you and I'll be like, I am planning my bachelorette and this is what we landed on.
Yeah. And we'll be like, please keep us informed of all of the details.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What are like the hot trends as far as bachelorette party goes right now, like this year? Because I feel like they change all the time as far as cities and like what people are doing too.
I would say for Florida, most of the Florida cities, we've seen a lot of seashells and wedding bells this year.
That's
Oh,
cute.
I've never even heard of that one. I
yeah,
like it.
I like that.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Last Toast on the Coast, but like a little bit different. So
Mhm.
still think like coastal grandmother vibes.
You would have loved that. I would have.
Yeah. And then for like our cities like Nashville and Austin, we still see a lot of Last Rodeo. And then we're seeing a lot of in Scottsdale, like Scottsdale before the Bail, or over
Sure.
in Napa, like Vino before Vows. So there's a
Where do
lot.
you live?
I live in Florida.
Florida. Okay.
Yeah. I live in the Miami area. So a
Ooh.
lot of the seashells and wedding bells happening here.
Cool.
When Kayla and I went to Miami before, we went on a cruise that left out of Miami. And so we had one night to spend there and we're like, yeah, we're going to go. We did this in Vegas too, where we just have no actual concept of A, what time normal people go out, and B, how much things cost.
Because we're grandmas. We want to go out before.
We're the first people at the bar.
8 p.m. We're like, where's the music?
Where's the
party?
crowd?
We're ready.
Why isn't the DJ started yet?
I will say Miami is very, very different than a lot of other cities.
Yeah.
Maybe it's more
Yes.
similar to like New York City. I haven't
Yes.
gone out there, but the pricing's very similar, so things are pretty expensive. And then you also have like people not showing up to the club until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Your
yes,
DJ's not coming
insane.
on until 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
we
then
got in so late and we were like, oh, well, it's already like 9 o'clock. Like, let's go have dinner. And so we went to this place to have dinner and they're like, oh, yeah. I don't know how she got us, but she said something like these giant mojitos,
She's like, buy one, get one free or something. And so we were like, we
Oh,
love free. Why
30
not?
bucks a piece. Of course. That's a
She-
great idea.
She brings a fish bowl out. And I was like, wait, are we
Where's
gonna have
the
two?
free? And she's like, no, 30 or like 60 now for 2. And we're like, what? And then we tried to go to a club because they're like, oh, you got to go to this club down the street, whatever. And it was
Well, a promoter came by
a promoter.
table.
Yeah.
Because we were eating dinner and we were outside and this promoter came by the table and it was like, okay, yeah, whatever. And he's like, honestly, just say my name at the door. Anybody that comes through, I get credit for it. Like, just do me a favor.
And
go.
bottle service, all this stuff. We show up, it's one bottle. There's about 3 bachelorette parties and us in this same booth that they shoved us in, and 1 bottle of vodka.
Mhm.
The guy comes back and I was like, yeah, I'm allergic to vodka. Can we get like a different bottle, like tequila? And he's like, oh, no, sorry, just 1.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I was
that
like, okay.
sounds very Miami. So I'm not surprised. I will say we have a really big influencer culture here too. So
Sure.
a lot of those promoter tables, you'll see a lot of like that sort of vibe if you don't book it yourself or if you don't like personally know the promoter. But
Yeah.
Well, we noticed there's tiers. You know,
Yeah.
they got better and better as you were in the hotter seat.
Yeah, we were like, oh, we're the okay group.
We were on. We were just to impress. Guess not tonight.
And then this one over here. So we're at dinner and it's Super Bowl weekend of all weekends that we went there. And we're trying to eat. This group of guys comes up to our table or next to us and they're talking to us and they're like, oh, yeah. Where you guys staying? Blah, blah, blah.
Where are you going with
This dummy. Like being from small town, you know, just like no stranger danger, no nothing. And she's like, oh, you see that hotel over there? We're right over there. We're on the 2nd floor. It's crazy. Our door is this like old antique door and the lock doesn't work very well. And when you get up the elevator, it's right there. And I was like, ha, ha, ha. And they left and I was like, have you heard of sex trafficking, Kayla? We don't tell people where we're staying and that our door doesn't lock very well and that it's right on top of the elevator.
Yeah.
Oh, so we lived. We made
Well,
it.
that's
We have
good.
a lot of those stories.
definitely live to see another day, which is a good thing, right?
Do you have a lot of back to back?
Yeah, I'm like, we'll get back to it. Sorry.
Do you have a lot of people that do like Airbnbs or hotels? What do you find that you're decorating more often?
I would definitely say we're decorating Airbnbs more often. Our groups tend to be a bit larger, so anywhere from 12 to I think the biggest group we had was around 25 to 30.
Wow.
So they'll either do like giant room blocks for all of them. They'll book like a presidential suite, particularly in Vegas. We see that a lot, but everywhere else it's mainly Airbnbs.
Do you see, well, I should say with your pricing, is it like price per person that you charge or per setup? Or like how does pricing kind of work? And what's the least expensive party you've ever thrown to the most expensive party you've ever thrown?
So our most economical package would be just what we call our Baches Be Crazy. So we named all of our packages very bachelorette vibes. But we've seen events that can go anywhere from like private air chartering, yacht rentals. We'll book Airbnbs for you. So pretty much a full concierge service.
Cool.
All of our packages are kind of tailored to whatever add-ons you pick.
Okay.
Whether it's more of our concierge services or whether it's more of I want to add on pool floats or something like that. So there's a variety depending on what your budget is, but we try to make sure that we can stick to and not stick to, but be able to help different budgets and meet groups where they're at. So
No, I love that.
Yeah. If someone was on more of like the economical side, what was it? Batches be crazy?
just be crazy.
That's
Yeah.
such a cute name, first of all. But what would be something that you'd recommend someone splurges if they're kind of like looking more on a budget? And then where would you have them save? Like, what do you feel like is the most important for those?
For me personally, I would recommend to my groups like splurging more on decorations. That way they can have a lot of photos and they're going to have their photos forever.
That's true. Yeah.
A lot of people post them on Facebook. They'll end up using them for birthday posts or wedding posts, things like that they'll use after. And I would say they could probably save more on like merchandising.
Mm.
We do offer merchandise and we try to offer them at like a very favorable cost. But I would say like smaller, more intimate things that girls can use after would probably be better, like saving money on the merch side.
Okay.
My perverted mind went like, oh, smaller and they can use after.
No. No, what's funny is like for our bachelorette parties in Minnesota, which is not a thing in Texas, was suck for a buck.
Have you heard of that?
I have not.
Most people haven't if you're not from the north, I guess. You build a bouquet out of lollipops. So you can take like dum-dums for the cheaper suckers or blow pops for the bigger suckers. And your maid of honor would like decorate it. You could have a couple. And then when you go out to the bars, wherever you go out to the bars, your bridesmaids are running around for you, trying to make you money to pay like back the bachelorette party basically. And so they're like, suck for a buck, suck for a buck. And then drunk people at the bar just find it hilarious.
Yep.
Some people just give you a 20 because they think it's funny and they're like, nah, keep the sucker. Some people are like, well, can I get 2 for $10? Like, and my bachelorette party, my first one, I'm on my second marriage. My first one, I think Katie made me like
$500 or something. Wasn't
something
it?
crazy. It was
was
near
crazy.
$500.
Yeah.
She puked on a table that night because she got so drunk because people also kept buying her
Not
shots
me,
after.
not me.
No,
A different one.
no, you made money too, but I think between you guys, you made that
No, I
much.
mean, I just meant for the puking on the
Yeah.
table.
She puked on the table, and I was like, well, she earned that. She did great.
I've never heard of that. I think it's a really great and fun idea.
So
I
tell
feel like
somebody if
people
they're
are
on a budget, suck for a buck.
Definitely. People I find are doing a lot of like games on their bachelorettes, like scavenger hunts, things like that.
Love it.
Like they're trying to do the whole like make money back. Maybe I'm going to start proposing that to people.
Yeah.
Throw out
Make
buy
it
a
a
bouquet
thing.
of lollipops and ask people to buy them off of you.
Yes. You just do like a little styrofoam ball inside a little some type of handle, and then decorate it up, and you can go around and have 2 people in charge of holding them, and the other girls go up and try to sell.
Yeah, you know what? I'll definitely start proposing that to people. In Fort Lauderdale, Miami, there's a lot of bachelorettes. I'll be like, have you heard of this when you go out tomorrow?
Yes. I've heard you can make a nice chunk of change.
Yeah,
People love the innuendos.
Yep.
definitely.
What's a big faux pas you see when people are planning these as far as who's paying for what, how they split it? Like, what's the biggest drama you've kind of heard about it all?
I don't know if I've heard about a lot of drama as far as like how people are splitting things.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of maid of honors will like come to me being like, how should we split this? I feel like they kind of figure that out on their own. I think it's more so just girls might vent to me about like how they're feeling as the maid of honor of like, I'm trying really hard to make sure everybody's having fun and like I'm really stressed out thinking about that. So I would say that's probably like where I become maid of honors therapist.
Yeah.
You know what, girl, you're doing great. As far as I'm concerned, you've gotten this far. It's about the bride. She's having a great time. Focus on her. Don't focus on everybody else. But I would say like that's probably the drama, maybe.
Has anybody ever asked you to stay and like be their hype woman? Like to keep the group going?
Yes, we have had that. I had a group in Miami actually. We'll do some content shoots and it depends on like what their vibe is. So I met them at a restaurant there and I was like, "All right, girls, like let's get the vibes up. Like let's take some videos, let's take some photos, let's do all of that." For their content shoot and they're like, "Do you want to just stay and like have dinner with us? Like we're going to go to the club later. Do you want to come with us?" And I was like, as much as I would love to, I'm going to go home. Put on TV and I'm gonna put on some PJs, but definitely would love to be invited next time.
With a little heads up.
Yeah,
Are
a
you
little
more-
heads up. Maybe I would have put my club dress on, like some heels, but right now I'm in like a business casual suit taking content for you guys. I don't know if this is the vibe.
Are you more of a stay home at night person or go out? Like, if it's your Friday night, you get to choose what you're doing. Are you Netflix and chilling, or are you calling up a best friend to go to the bar with you?
I love happy hour. I love it.
You're an
I'm
early
like,
girl like us.
Yeah.
yes, I am. I think when I was younger, I'd probably be the kind that's like, okay, like, let's go to the bars, let's go to the clubs, all of that. But since I moved to South Florida, I'm definitely more of like, let's go to happy hour, let's get like a BOGO drink and then be home by 8 p.m. and
We
keep on
love you.
Netflix and
All
just
right, we can hang out.
relax.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Definitely.
I told my husband we live near Houston, and I was out antiquing the other day on my lunch, and I was like, I found the area of like the Heights, which is like the rich 1950s neighborhood of Houston. I was like, I found the area of their downtown going out bars, like all over, like back to back to back to back. I said, that would be so fun. I would love that. We should do that sometime. My husband looks at me and goes, you would love that about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You'd make it to 2. And it's like, okay, fine. But if anybody asks, we know like where to go.
But, or you could just do it during the day. You know what I mean?
Right.
Saturday during the day, you're still home by like 8 o'clock at night, you know? See, I
Yes.
guess.
Have
I
like
don't know if
an
I could,
espresso martini halfway
Oh,
through to energize.
yes.
You know, keep
Start
it
at
going.
2
Yeah.
p.m.
or even do, honest, you know what? You could do brunch and then you could go to
Yeah.
lunch and then happy hour.
Well, if you're ever in Houston,
Yeah.
come out with us
I am
grannies. How old are you?
27.
27.
Wow, you're so young. Well,
We're
I
not
mean,
that much.
especially too.
We're under 10 years older than you.
No, but still to have your own business and it's going well. Clearly, that's really cool.
Yes.
How long have you been doing this now?
We started in 2023. I think.
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So my sister's
incredible.
bachelorette was in 2023. We started right after that. So
That's
just been
so
kind of
smart.
going since.
Yeah, so smart to jump right into it too, especially when you're like fresh off of planning. It's like, okay,
Yes.
just go.
Were you in a corporate job before, or were you kind of out of college when you decided to start this?
I had just graduated my master's the year before, so I had started a corporate job.
Nice. What's your master's in?
It's in psychological sciences.
Wow.
That's probably handy though
so handy.
when it comes to bachelorette
You-
people.
You get to be everything for them. You really do.
Yes. Like when I was in my master's, I was studying perfectionism, which
That's funny.
You and Kayla need to chat. She needs help.
yeah. So I mean, it helps kind of because I'm like, okay, girls, like this looks perfect. And then I don't have to worry about anybody else thinking it's perfect because I thought that it was perfect.
Yeah.
And then, or it can also hurt when I look at the girls and they'll like FaceTime me before they leave. And I'm like, that balloon is in the wrong spot. And they're like,
And they're like so proud, like, Hollie, look what we did. You're like, no.
I try to be very, very nice about it. I'm like, hey, that one, there's like a gap. Right there. I don't know if
Do you see it? It's right there.
And they're like, no, it looks great. And I was like, then it looks great. I think it's just my eyes, not good eyesight.
When you're saying the girls will say like, "Oh, how does this look?" Are you talking about like the girls that are decorating for you, or like the party goers? Okay, yeah.
The
that
girls
makes
who are decorating. So
That's what I was like,
I am like very type A. Like I want to see it before the client sees it if
yeah.
possible. So sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Sometimes our clients are already there and the clients are like, I love it. Stop touching it. And then she liked it. I left. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Just send me the picture so I could see it. But yeah.
She's very type A. I'm very type B. I was joking with her the other day. I was like, yeah, I vacuumed and stuff. And I said, Kayla, I bet you're the type of girl who pulls all the kitchen chairs away from the table to vacuum under the table. And she's like, yeah. I was like, I don't. I said, I scooch them here and there so I can get around everything. But no, why would I pull them all the way out to put them all the way back in? It's not me. So we're very opposite in that way.
Yeah.
Listen, you both are better than me. I bought a Roomba. It's on an automation. Okay.
Yeah.
Smart.
Had a
Can't even pull back.
Roomba and then had a cat who had diarrhea outside the litter box, and then
The Roomba got it.
R.I.P. to the Roomba. Never got a replacement one. I was like, no.
That actually, I do have 2 cats that happened to me before, unfortunately. But I got a new Roomba and I was like, you know what? We're gonna make sure that I'm home when this
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the trick.
We had one and it just stopped keeping track of where it was going
Mm.
and it would just stay in like one corner of the room. And then we tried to contact Roomba a bunch of times and just nothing came of it. So finally I was like, screw it. We got rid of it.
I get it.
So goofy. Do you have does your crew also do the cleanup, or is that something else?
It depends. So we do have the option for decor cleanup where our girls will come back and they'll clean everything up. Or if we have like a reusable backdrop that we're using, so let's say we're using like a
Yeah.
sugar wall or like a grass wall, we'll come back and get those items. So it just kind of depends. Or we'll let the girls know, like the party goers before, that, hey, everything that you have for your event's just disposable, so feel free to throw it away
Perfect.
or whatever they choose to do with it after, I guess.
Yeah. Do you have a big, like, storage space then for reusable things? Like, do you find that you use more reusable stuff or disposable?
Or do you rent them?
So I typically purchase everything that we use for our parties. I wouldn't say I have like a big storage for it. I do buy everything like wholesale in bulk. So I do have a lot of stuff, but I wouldn't say like an overwhelming amount. I try to predict what I need and then I'll order it. And then in worst case, like if I have to do like a one-off order, then I'll do
Yeah, that makes sense.
but yes, I do purchase a lot of it. Some stuff we'll rent if we don't have it or if we don't have time to make it or if I don't have time to make it. But yeah.
The craziest or weirdest thing that someone's requested for their party?
Yeah. Like if you had to find strippers,
Oh,
you said crazy and weird. I mean, I'm just saying.
We have helped girls, like we have connected girls with some companies for that. We do work with a lot of trusted vendors. So we're never going to connect girls with companies that I myself wouldn't use or
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
speak to the owner with. So we have had that. I wouldn't say we get like a whole lot of weird requests. We do let a lot of girls ship boxes to us and then we'll bring it to their event for them so they don't have to pack like 6 or 7 suitcases with them to bring everything. And I would say we found some like unconventional stuff in the box. But nothing like crazy weird, I guess.
Another thing that was always popular, and I don't know if this was just up north or if this was just like a certain time frame type thing, was like penis straws
Mhm.
and penis dangly head things. Do you still get a lot of penises for these
Yes.
parties? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So it wasn't just a us thing.
Yeah, we still get a lot of that. We get it a lot kind of everywhere. One of the events we did this year, there was like a 4-foot inflatable penis.
Oh my God.
Nice.
So we definitely still get that. Or like some penis hand soap, like a bar.
That's cool, actually.
Just get it. I don't like that.
That one is definitely not just up north.
Has there ever been a last minute crisis that you've had to fix, and what was it?
Yes, we've had a few. I would say one that really, really sticks out to me is so we had 2 bachelorettes back to back that essentially booked the exact same thing. Like it was a reusable backdrop and like some bride balloons, things like that. And I was like, okay, this is easy. Literally in the same Airbnb. So I saw the host beforehand and I was like, hey, there's nobody
Same
checking.
Airbnb.
Same Airbnb, same backdrop rental, the whole thing. And I was like, this is going to be so easy.
Yeah.
Just have to switch out a few things. Everything's going to be fine. And I went back to the Airbnb. The client's calling me. And in my mind, the decorations are already set up minus like 1 or 2 things. So I was like, okay, I had 8 other bachelorettes that day. I was like, I just have to swap out a banner here. It'll be fine. Then she calls me. She's like, hey, I thought the decorations would be here already. And I was like, yeah, I think I just have to swap out a banner. Like, very confused. The entire backdrop got thrown away. All of the decorations were gone. I was like 30 minutes from my house, so I couldn't go back and like make another banner and come back. And I was like literally just standing there with like my own thoughts. And she's like, is everything okay? And I was like, it will be. Just like, give me a sec. Was able to fix it. I did ironically have that exact same backdrop at my house and my boyfriend was home and I was like, please for the love of God, can you drive this banner over here? And he's like, I don't know where it is. And I was like, put me on FaceTime, I'll show you where the backdrop is,
my
like this is where the
gosh.
balloons are, I need you to bring it all to me now. So yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, that
That's
stresses me out just
stressful.
hearing it.
Yeah.
that's definitely like a last minute crisis that has like stuck in my head from like that point forward. Okay, you know what, doesn't matter, same Airbnb, not same Airbnb, it's coming in my car, I'm gonna
Yeah,
put it in
yeah.
the car, and
We
then I'm
live and we learn. We live and we
Yes.
learn.
definitely.
What's one behind the scene challenge that us average Joes would be shocked to learn about for you?
Behind the scenes challenge.
Like making everything come together is the one thing every time you plan one of these that it's like people just don't understand how tough this part is. Or it's all easy to you because you're type A.
I wish it was all easy to me. I think like a challenge probably for me is so like I have a lot of contact with the clients. I would say for me, itinerary planning is probably like the biggest challenge. Like the decorations have become second nature. It's like, this is the theme you want, these are the colors, like put them together, good to go.
I
But
didn't even think about that. You do the itineraries too?
we do, yes.
Ooh.
Wow.
That would stress me out.
Not for everybody. For some groups, they'll ask for it. Some groups are like, hey, maid of honors type A. We already have it. We know everywhere we're going. But I would say definitely the itineraries, because I think my vision is very different sometimes from the vision of the client. Like, I'm not in their friend group. I don't know what their normal is. So if they're like, oh, I want to do this, I'm like, okay, great. Like, I would do this.
Yeah.
It might not match the vision.
True. Yeah.
And then I get really excited about it because I'm like, oh yeah, like this is gonna be a perfect bachelorette. And they're like, I don't know if that's really our group. And I'm like, okay.
I got the vibe wrong.
Yeah. So I would say like trying to figure out like the vibe of each group is definitely probably like the hardest part. I try my best to make every single client feel like they're the absolute only client that we have. So I think for like that would probably be like where it's tough that people might not notice.
Yeah.
It's like
that makes
learning
sense.
everybody's personalities and tailoring it to every single one of them.
Do you feel like you deal with a lot of maid of honor zillas, or are there ever brides that are planning their own through you? Or like, who's the biggest kind of bridezilla type thing? Like the maids of honor, or they typically pretty much go with the flow and whatever you do, it's up to you?
I would say like I've really been blessed with the groups that I've gotten. We haven't gotten that many like bridezillas or maid of honor zillas or anything like that.
Nice.
We do have some brides that are reaching out to us and kind of planning it themselves and doing everything themselves. And then we do have a lot of maid of honors or like sister of the bride or like best friend of the bride that might not be the maid of honor, but they're kind of taking on the responsibility for it. So we do have a lot of that, but I will say like we've gotten very lucky that all of our brides and like all of our maid of honors have just been like chill. I'm like, do you like
That's
this? And they're like, yes or no. Like there's not like a whole to it.
Where can people find you?
We are on pretty much like every social media platform at this point, I think. The best way to contact us would be through our website. We do have like a contact us form, which is batch-me.com. So BACH-ME.com. And then we're on like Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of them.
Literally all of them.
And
Literally.
what are the major cities you do? And then can you do others?
So we're in over 40 cities currently.
Wow.
But if there's a city that's like not on our website, we always ask like in the form, like what city is it? If it's not one of like the 40 you see listed, even if it is one of the 40 you see listed, maybe like your Airbnb says like a city near it or something like that. So we will do our best to make sure we can get our girls out there, whether it's, you know, me flying out there to help you,
Yeah.
or it's one of our girls drives a little bit further than what they're used to make it happen. We try to make it happen for everybody. We want everybody to have an Instagrammable bachelorette.
I know. I wish we were getting married again so we
I
could have a
know.
bachelorette party.
Well, let's
Gotta-
hope. Fingers crossed we never have
yeah,
to.
We don't. We both have been
Well, you
married
can always
twice.
do girls trips, right? So we do way more than that's like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
bread and butter. That's what we started with. But we do see a lot of like birthday trips. That's been like
Yeah.
a new thing. Girls are like, oh, for my like 30th or my 35th or 40th, we're doing a 50th birthday coming up in January. So I've seen a lot of girls trips. We could do your girls trip.
Oh,
Good
I'm like,
idea.
oh, my brain is
know,
racing
mine
now.
too.
Like,
I'm
oh,
like,
there's so
okay.
many options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do like baby showers and stuff too?
We do. So we've done baby showers, we've done bridal showers, we've done divorce parties.
Cool.
You do it all.
Dang,
Parties.
you've missed it.
We missed it.
Missed a couple of them, but we still have. There's so many options of the future ones.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. We've done like store openings, corporate lunches, all of that.
Wow, you
gosh,
guys can do it
okay.
all.
Anything event based, we can definitely help with.
Cool. Okay.
Have you ever done it for somebody famous?
We've done it for a few like influencers, which would be
cool.
very exciting,
Yeah.
but not so much like the full-fledged planning. They typically will have like a wedding content planner that they'll have
Gotcha.
kind of helping them. But I was definitely born with like the how hard could it be gene. So
That's cool. You need that with something like this.
definitely, which is why we do all of the merch. We do all of like the decorations. We'll do like your itinerary and travel planning.
That's like us with a podcast.
Yeah.
How hard could it be?
How hard could it be?
Here we are, 11, 12
Well.
episodes in now, and I'm like, we finally got beautiful lights. We finally got nice microphone. Like, at first I was just like, how hard could it be? We'll figure it out. And then
Well, we figured it out.
chipped away. Here we
Mhm.
are.
I mean, you learn, like, I at least learn something new every single bachelorette, every single event. I'm like, oh, I never thought of that, or I never thought of this, or so everything's a work of
Nice,
progress.
though.
If you know it all, it's time to retire, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. And as much as I would love to retire like tomorrow,
It'd be cool.
it's gonna happen.
It's that old soul in us. There are
Yeah.
days where I'm like, I feel like I've done this enough. Like, I'm ready to drink coffee on my porch.
You gotta have balance. You can
Gotta
drink
have-
your coffee on your porch and then go do something, right?
I always say like 10 to 3 every day would be the perfect work hours for me. It wouldn't matter if I stayed up a little too late. I wouldn't have to get up early if I didn't want to. 10 to 3. I just need a full time that pays a lot of money at 10 to 3.
And
Wouldn't
then
it
I
be great?
started a business and
Yeah.
now
Now you work
4 hours, right?
24/7 all the time.
All the time, every day. But it's great.
Well, thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate you reaching out and being on the pod with us. It's been fun.
course.
I hope you
Yeah.
get loads of business from this.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun. If you
Yeah.
guys have any questions at all, like you can reach us on any of our social medias or through
Perfect.
the website, or I mean, you guys can always text me. So
Will do.
Perfect. Sounds good. Awesome. All right. Well, from our chaos to yours.
Remember, you're doing better than you think you are, and you're probably funnier too. Bye.
Bye.
bye.